Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Standing water or high humidity, nasty odors, or dangerous mold? Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the morning edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Monday, the 24th of October. I'm James Spann. We're dry today with a warm afternoon, but a chance of severe storms across much of the state tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. First time we've had a severe weather threat in a while, and a sign that the tornado season is just about here. This is a little preseason action. Alabama's tornado season runs from November through May. But a lot to talk about this morning, so let's get into it. We'll try and answer all of your questions. First off, this is the upper air look. And you can see a big trough in the western states that is progressive. There's a ridge here, so again, today we're warm and dry. But as the trough approaches, we'll have a pretty active weather day coming up tomorrow. In advance of the trough, it's raining this morning over much of Oklahoma and North Texas and parts of Arkansas. And again, ultimately, that will translate in here. Temperatures this morning are mostly in the 40s and 50s to start the day. Mobile sitting at 60, but again, we'll be close to 80 this afternoon. So we have a risk of severe storms later today and tonight west of Alabama, parts of East Texas, up into parts of Oklahoma, Arkansas, over into Louisiana. The core risk is over east and southeast Texas, including places like Tyler, Longview, and Houston. And then tomorrow, that risk area moves into the deep south, including all of Alabama. We have a level 2 out of 5 slight risk of severe storms, basically west of a line from near Athens to Pell City to Montgomery to Mobile. The areas there in yellow. The rest of the state, the eastern and the southeastern counties, in a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. And in terms of the probabilistic outlook for tornadoes, the higher tornado probabilities are over parts of West Alabama and east and southeast Mississippi, that 5% ring, and that means there's a 5% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of a given point. Of course, tornadoes are very small, but that's significant. We'll talk much more about the threat, the timing, the modes of severe weather in just a moment as we go through modeling. And then on day 3, which is Wednesday, no organized severe weather is expected. This is the rain for the next 7 days. Numbers are coming up for Alabama. The amounts will generally be 1 to 1.5 inches for the western side of the state, 1/2 to 1 inch for the east and southeast counties. And this is the 7-day outlook. This will include rain we see this weekend. We are going to mention a chance of showers both Saturday and Sunday as we get into a more active weather pattern. And quickly in the tropics, the Hurricane Center watching one little disturbance in the higher latitudes of the Atlantic, well east of the United States, and a second one out there as well that will likely form later this week north of Puerto Rico. Those are not expected to affect the United States, and the Gulf of Mexico stays quiet. So model fans, let's focus on the incoming trough here in the event. This is the GFS, the 06E run valid today at 4. And there's your trough. And again, the active weather today will be west of the state. For Alabama, mostly sunny, warm, the high close to 80. So tomorrow, a surface low will be setting up just to the east of St. Louis, under 1,000 millibars with a trailing front down the Mississippi River. And in advance of that, moist air streams northward, and we'll have an active weather day. So let's look at the high-resolution NAM. First off, this is the instability, and this is one of the needed ingredients for severe storms: buoyancy, the ability of air parcels to rise freely. And these numbers are not overwhelming, and the instability axis is fairly narrow. And the storms kind of have to be within that instability axis for them to be severe. And it's kind of pinched off up in the Tennessee Valley, as you can see. But that's certainly sufficient for a few severe storms. Now, the SRH, this is the storm relative helicity, the veering of the wind with altitude in relation to storm motion. Those values are higher over North Alabama and Tennessee, where there's no instability. But the numbers are certainly sufficient to the south for some rotating updrafts. And this is the STP, the significant tornado parameter. And you can see that they're generally in the 1 to 4 unit range from near Tuscaloosa down to Mobile. And that would be the part of the state with the greater chance of tornado activity. And again, this is the probabilistic outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, which kind of matches that. And you can see those higher tornado probabilities would be from Tuscaloosa down toward Demopolis and Grove Hill. And again, that's where you've got that best overlay of instability and helicity. So the bottom line is you've just got to pay attention to what goes on here. This is our projected timeline, and the window could open near the Mississippi state line as early as noon. I think the core threat's going to come after 1 or 2 o'clock, but we'll say noon to 6 o'clock for that western third of the state during the afternoon hours. For the central part of the state, Birmingham, Montgomery, Huntsville, 3 until 9 p.m. And then for east and southeast Alabama, 6 until midnight. And again, the storm should be weakening as they move into the eastern side of the state, but we'll still be watching them there carefully. But the air should be much more stable over East Alabama. And you know the deal, just be able to get the warnings. And if you watch these videos, you're a weather dweeb, nerd, dork. But be sure and tell your friends that tomorrow's going to be an active day, and be sure they can hear warnings. You can help us get people ready for days like this. So Wednesday, the sky clears. Highs go back in the 60s. We're dry. Thursday should be a beautiful day, sunny with 70s. And then Friday, the next system approaches. The day Friday should be dry. The high will be in the 70s. We might see a shower Friday night, but the better chance of rain will be over the weekend. This is Saturday and this is Sunday. And understand this doesn't mean the weekend's going to be a washout, but occasional showers are likely both Saturday and Sunday. No instability, no chance of any severe weather, probably no thunder. Just occasional rain showers on Saturday and Sunday with highs in the mid to upper 60s. And of course, there's no way we can tell you at any specific point if it's going to be raining at any specific time. But if you got something planned outdoors, just be ready for rain from time to time. And this is a week from today. This is Monday, October 31st, Halloween. Still got a trough to the west, and the showers should be basically east and north of here by, I'd say, Monday night. But there still could be a few lingering showers Monday over north and east Alabama. But hopefully for the trick-or-treaters, the rain will be gone, and it looks that way at this point. We'll go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, November the 2nd. Little trough on the Atlantic coast, and that looks dry. It looks like that next good chance of rain next week would be maybe Tuesday night, or Wednesday morning. This is the rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble between now and the 8th of November. Amounts coming up, which happens this time of the year. The mean is between 2 and 3 inches. Temperatures, we don't see any evidence of any freezing weather here for the next 15 days. Based on the current guidance, highs in the 60s and 70s, lows in the 40s and 50s. And this is the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the House. This is for October 31st through November 6th. And if this verifies, temperatures over the eastern half of the country would be above average, including Alabama. But, look what's happening out in the mountains out west. Come on now, this is Big Sky, Montana yesterday. Winter is coming. This was Great Falls, Montana. A lot of snow for the northern Rockies yesterday. Around here, some pretty cool sky optics. Look at those cirrus clouds. And those are ice crystals, and they can do some pretty cool things, like making that arc on a dry day. Gorgeous sunset last night across the state. The other thing about the cirrus clouds, they can give the sky some really, really nice texture. And the Gulf Coast looking awfully nice. Couple of sunset shots from there late yesterday and last night. So that's going to do it for the weather briefing video this morning. And again, when it comes to severe weather, please don't be anxious about this. These days are common here, really from now until May. But just be sure you get the warnings. And again, you know the situation, but just be sure and let your friends know that we might have warnings. And if we do, they need to hear them. We will, let's see, scheduling today going down to Tuscaloosa. I'll be at MLK Elementary School this morning, and then Pine Valley Retirement Community after that in Tuscaloosa. Looks like tomorrow the events might have to be postponed. I'm scheduled to be in Hale County tomorrow morning, and then I was going to be stopping by the National Water Center in Tuscaloosa, but it looks like we'll be focused on severe weather. Wednesday, got a homeschool group in Hoover. Thursday, Woodland Elementary in Randolph County in East Alabama. And then Friday, Mountain Brook Elementary School, and then I'll be speaking on the campus of the University of Alabama after that. So another busy week coming up, and I think Friday night, our Friday night rivals is in Jasper at Jasper City High School. And we do have a book signing Saturday at Cook Springs during a fall festival there. That's between Leeds and Pell City. And again, much more about that after we get through the severe storms tomorrow. So that's it for the morning weather briefing. We'll have notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. And if you can, join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Cracks in brick? Cracks in block? Call Alabama Professional Services. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call APS. Sticking windows or doors? Call APS. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call APS. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.